Welcome to Zawi, guys. Cecilia. Thank you for those coming back to watch more episodes. Today I'm going to be talking about trellises and vines. Let me talk about this plant. Unfortunately, I have no name for it. I don't have a name for it. I don't know. We just bought this plant, I think a year, exactly 12 months ago. It was such a small plant and we put it in the ground there, right? So the intention was to get it to cover the trellis like it is done now. So I think you agree with me that it's supposed to have some pinkish flowers. I wish I had a couple to show you. The trellis, let me start with the trellis. I bought it about exactly the same time somewhere in Harare. Unfortunately, it wasn't treated. This is wood, guys. So it wasn't treated. So we had to use the oil. Use the oil when they do oil change on cars. The oil that they take out of the car when they put clean oil is what we used to paint this or to protect it. That is very necessary. You can't just put a wooden plank or structure like this in the ground untreated, because it's definitely gonna rot. When it rots, it falls. When it falls, your plant goes with it. So yeah, I'm sure there's better ways to treat it, which I don't know, but I think the treatment we did suffices for now. So yeah, so our trellis was quite small, and we planted, I think we put 3 of them at the bottom there. Let me show you. We put 3 trellises at the bottom there. Why? In case one of them dies or died, then at least we'll be left with 2 more. When you put one plant in the ground, you run the risk of losing it if it dies, or sometimes we get these plants attacked from way under the ground, and sometimes we don't even know what to do or how to take care of it. So in that case, we are left with 1. In this case, we haven't lost anything. So you see, when this plant was put in the ground, it was very small. It was just about 30 centimeters from the ground. But over the year, it has grown to cover the entire trellis, like you see now. I don't have flowers. It's supposed to have some pink flowers on it. Unfortunately, we don't have them now. There was a couple the other day, and we had heavy rains last night, so I'm sure they were blown away by the wind and the heavy rains. Oh, I have one example here. Oh my goodness, it looks so pretty. Look at that. That's the color of the flowers. Beautiful. That's nice. So yeah, I loved the pink, because there's no pink in this backyard. We have reds and deep pinks and purples. So yeah, that pink color was missing in our garden. So that's what the plant flowers will look like. Let me show you the other side of the plant. So you see, this trellis is almost 2 meters high. It's actually taller than I am. It's quite high. So imagine in the next couple of weeks, when we get those flowers to cover the entire trellis, it's gonna look nice. It's gonna look lovely. Yeah, we did put some other different colors at the bottom just for ground coverage, like these ones. We just meant them to cover the ground, like this one. Let me show you the other one on the other side. Like the one on the ground with those deep pink colors. You see it? That's just for ground coverage. In the dry season, they are good for helping the soil to, well, to prevent the soil from drying up quick, especially when it's hot and it's not raining in the dry season. So yeah, when they bloom, they're going to bloom more than they have done now. So I think a mixture of that color, deep purple, pink, and the other white color I showed you would be nice. I wish they bloomed at the same time. It would be nice. So I just, you know, even without the flowers, I truly believe that the trellis looks, when it's covered like this with the vine, I think it really looks nice. Very, 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 very nice. Let me show you something again. When you grow these vines on the trellis, you find they have some branches that just kind of wander away or grow off, way off the main plant or the trellis, like this one. Look at it. It's grown way off. And there's so many of these. So this is how I handle this. Let me show you. I usually come here, pick this up, see how long it is, and just, you know, try to work my way through the trellis with it, like that. Like that. So you kind of weave it into the trellis, right? Like weave it through the trellis. That's another one, the one with the flower. That's another one. So I'll do the same thing. I'm not happy doing this. You know why? So you see it's gone. So this side is clean now. So this is how we clean and then there's more at the top there. There's more at the top. See? I don't want to keep doing this because sometimes, you know what I do? I take a stick and and beat the bush in case there's a chameleon or there's some other chameleons and big millipedes, and you know that I don't want to be accidentally touching. So I'm quite nervous doing it right now. So anyway, I'll still show you because you know I don't want to be beaten by a chameleon. You see? So that one, that one is a bit high and I'm shorter than the trellis, so I'll get a taller person to weave it through the trellis, right? You don't want to be beaten by a chameleon. You know what they say about once you get beaten by a chameleon, it gets stuck onto you. And when it sticks onto you, let me show you guys. If you get beaten by a chameleon, they say it sticks onto the bite side, and you have to go get cigarettes to smoke to get it to fall off your skin, or you know. So if you're not a smoker, you probably don't even have cigarettes at the house. So by the time you run to the store or maybe to a neighbor, the chameleon is still stuck on you. Imagine, just imagine. So I just can't imagine being beaten by one, because I could, guys, it's just, so I'm quite careful doing this. I just weaved it through a couple of them just so you see, right? And I don't want to be beaten. So back to the vine and the trellis. This is nice. I hope we get more flowers to come up and bloom, and I will show you those flowers on the ground I put for coverage. They do bloom too. I just can't remember the colors that they show. Yeah, but I just wanted to show you guys that this is my trellis and I love it. And sometimes you plant different you put different plants on the different trellises. This one is doing really, really, really well. But at the beginning, it wasn't looking good. It looked sickly, it looked unhealthy, and we almost pulled it out the ground. And let me show you the other trellis where I have a rose plant that's not really doing good. I've been thinking to take it out and put something. Let me show you. So you see, guys, this is the other trellis. Exactly the same size, same height, same treatment. But on this one, we have a a rose plant. See those red flowers? But when you look at it overall, it doesn't look healthy as the other one. It still looks good, but I think we need to cut off all those offshoots, those ones. I can't weave them onto the trellis because they are thorny. We have thorns on the rose. But one thing, look at that. You see how all those ends are going to show some to bloom at the end of the day. You see all that? That's all is going, all that is going to be blooming at some point. When it looks like this, we give it about 3-4 days and we have a full bloom. Look at the other one, that one. But the bottom part of the plant, looks like the rose is going all over the place, all directions. So we need to cut off those other offshoots. I don't know if it's the best way to deal with it or try to weave it onto the trellis like we did. But with that one, we have to use some object to weave it back onto the trellis because of the thorns. I'm not worried about chameleons on the rose bush because they won't go onto the roses because they are also scared of the thorns. So yeah, that's nice. They're good, they're beautiful. The bed is not covered with anything. We didn't cover that. We just left it to be clean like that. Yeah, so guys, this is all I have. This is all I have for you today. Just my trellises, my rose plant on the trellis, and my other plant I have no name for. Yeah, so some of the times I'm just outside in the garden admiring, trying to study what's going on with the plants and what needs to be done. We may have to chop off those wayward branches from the roses, from the rose plant. And then the other one, remember I was weaving the plant back onto the trellis, the ones I couldn't reach. Somebody's going to do that for me. So that's all I have for today, guys. Thank you. Please remember to share, to comment, and subscribe. Again, Zawi TV for your entertainment. Until next time, bye-bye.